days I'm gonna ride on the silver lining. One of these days I'm gonna witness a life and listen. One of these days I'm gonna do all the things that I've never done. And I'm gonna finish all the races that I've run but I've never won. And I'm gonna see a billion faces and recognize everyone. One of these days, gonna see the hands that took the nails for me. One of these days, gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days, gonna walk the streets of gold that will pay for me. One of these days, gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days. These days I'm gonna talk all the saints that I've gone before, and their sandals I will walk. We will sail along the shore, and I will learn all the things that I never knew before. All this and more. One of these days I'll finally see just what became of me on the day that I believed. When you took myself from me, I will see what I would have done if you didn't save me. Oh, one of these days, one of these days, gonna see the hands that took the nails for me. One of these days, gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days, gonna walk the streets of gold that will pay for me. One of these days, I'm gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days. These days will finally be in a place where there's no more need, no more pain and no more grief, and no more foolish disbelief. All the joy there will be when at last we finally see. One of these days, one of these days, gonna see the hands that took the nails for me. One of these days, gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days, gonna walk the streets of gold that will pay for me. One of these days, I'm gonna see my Jesus face to face. One of these days. One of these days. One of these days.
How's everybody doing tonight?